Welcome to another episode of the Pokémon Renewal Project. Today covering
Charizard!
the Flame Pokémon. This awesome fire-breathing flying lizard that is somehow not considered a dragon is one of the most iconic Pokémon of all time, being the most popular original starter since the very start of the evolution line, with the simple yet great design of Charmander. Chorizo has always been a powerful enough Pokémon, however, that hasn't always translated into competitive viability. So, once again we ask the question, how are we going to renew it? The number one change that comes to mind is access to a new ability, since Charizard is one of the unfortunate Pokémon to have a single ability along with its hidden one. However, giving it a new ability is harder than you'd think, since none of the Mega abilities really fit the original design. Its claws are cool, but far from impressive and tough. And the amazing power of summoning strong sunlight only feels right with more majestic, powerful designs, more mystically aligned with weather. I also don't want to give it abilities that the other fire starters already have, like Flash Fire or Intimidate, which both would fit. So today, I'll be having a discussion about a wide variety of possibilities. The standouts to me are Gale Wings, Flame Body, Berserk, Sheer Force, Strong Jaw, Inner Focus, Defiant, and Adaptability. First up is Flame Body. Feels pretty useless, since most of the physical attacks aimed at Charizard are non-contact rock moves that would KO it, due to its 4 times weakness. Adaptability would be pretty strong, but it just feels like it would lead to Charizard spamming Fire Blast. Not really that fun. Berserk would be really cool, but not good enough, given the poor bulk and common weaknesses that Charizard has. Strong Jaw feels like just a surrogate for Tough Claws, but I don't find it convincing enough design-wise, and it would limit its sets to just biting moves, which isn't too much fun either. Inner Focus's utility seems limited, though immunity to Fake Out is pretty good in VGC. Along with Defiant, given the popularity of Intimidate, which would give a good boost to physical and mixed sets while feeling good thematically. Now, Sheer Force on the other hand would boost most of the moves Charizard already runs, making it very strong for whichever set you're running. Now the big boy is Gale Wings, which would be pretty damn cool, especially since, spoilers, I will be reverting its nerf, making it always work, not only when at full HP. This would incentivize using Flying Stab and also give priority to Roost, which is always a very good thing. Overall, the strongest candidates are Defiant, Sheer Force, and Gale Wings. But then, a powerful, controversial ability jumped out at me. The promise of Charizard as a dragon type finally has always been a prominent discussion among fans. And one of the reasons why so many people loved Mega Charizard X. Thus, if we're willing to redistribute a signature ability that belongs to a legendary Pokémon, Dragon's Maw is a terrific possibility In terms of theme and fan popularity, giving it a 50% boost to Dragon-type moves, basically giving it Stab, and fulfilling Charizard as a Dragon-type without it losing one of its original typings, and without the weakness. This would simply be awesome, cool beyond belief, while giving decent utility in one of the types that can hit the most Pokemon neutrally. However, it wouldn't remedy the problems that plague Charizard and prevent it from being a top tier option, especially since its power is underwhelming without the boost from Solar Power. So, if we're willing to give it a legendary ability, Dragon Small would be awesome thematically, but if you think we shouldn't, the strongest possibilities are Gale Wings and Sheer Force. One would give amazing utility with priority flying moves, the other would provide a significant power boost without running a Sun team. Personally, I think Sheer Force is the way to go. We've seen how great it is on slightly weaker Pokemon thanks to the King. But if we're going off mostly of the fun concept, Dragon's Maw is simply an opportunity that I can't ignore. With Outrage and Scale Shot, Dragon Pulse, and the obvious addition of Draco Meteor, it feels like it was always meant to be. Moving on to stats, we find that Charizard is actually over our 500 base stat total benchmark, with a total of 534, so we won't be blessing it with any buffs. But we will be reshuffling its stats, mostly by just rounding out the numbers. The new stats will be 80 HP, 80 attack, and 80 defense, slightly upgrading its bulk while maintaining physical prowess, since most physical sets are Belly Drum, DD, and Sword Stance anyway. As it is always the case with changes of 1 to 4 stat points, running calcs reveal only negligible changes. In terms of moves, Charizard seems pretty well off. Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Flare Blitz, Hurricane, Acrobatics, Dual Wing Beat, Air Slash, all powerful stab options. While its physical move pool is a lot deeper than the special, access to Scorching Sands and Focus Blast feel more than good enough. And while it can't touch water types, no grass or electric move seems believable for it to learn. It's important to mention that almost all of these moves are boosted by Sheer Force, if we decide to go for that as its ability. While if we go for Dragon's Maw, we're simply gonna give it Draco Meteor. On a side note, a big thing I'm a big supporter of is giving a wider distribution to Aura Sphere. Specifically, give it to every Pokemon that can learn Focus Blast as an accurate but less powerful alternative to fighting coverage. Charizard fits the bill, and so I'll be giving it Aura Sphere. While I debated on giving it Nasty Plot, I don't think it would fit, since Charizard is a good guy, mostly stoic, and even a bit of a goofball sometimes, so I can't imagine it plotting to savagely destroy its enemy. On another note, trying to find a fire move that could deal super effective damage to water types, none of the existing moves feel like it could fit thematically. If I was allowing myself to create new moves, I would definitely bring this to reality. Something like boiling heat. Literally boiling the water with such intense heat that it would become super effective on water types. To not leave this video without notable calcs, Dragon's Maw Heavy Duty Boots Charizard has a chance to OHKO Dragapult with just Dragon Pulse. It's guaranteed to OHKO Dracozolt. It can 2-hit KO Garchomp, the Latias, and to say nothing about the patented absurd damage of Draco Meteor. That's pretty much it for Charizard. No moves I'd like to buff, and an already pretty decent move pool. These changes wouldn't shake up Charizard's role too much. It's still a powerful solar power sweeper. Dragon's Maw Outrages and Dracos would be very powerful, while Sheer Force could boost its damage output overall outside of Sun. However, personally, I'm in love with the idea of Dragon's Maw Charizard, dropping Dracos or even sweeping with Sword Stance Scale Shot like Garchomp can do. Overall, this was a very straightforward episode, since Game Freak already loves buffing Charizard so much. Now, I want to know your opinions. Would you pick Dragon's Maw for the fun aspect, even if Regidraco would be kinda pissed? Or would you go with Sheer Force to boost its offensive capabilities overall out of Sun? Do you have any other abilities you feel that would fit better? How do you feel these changes would affect Charizard's competitive viability? Too much? Not enough? And, more importantly, is it all fun? Remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my changes to your favorite mon. I've been Kelvo, and that's all I have for today's episode of the Pokémon Renewal Project. I'll hopefully see you next time.